Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, beautiful people of the world! It's your girl Scrubbles here with another video for you this week. This week, we will be reviewing our own gameplay for the week. We're currently in high silver, and I've noticed that the gameplay is getting more difficult. So in order to rank up to gold, we need to meet and exceed this level of competition. And what better way to do that than to review and roast your own gameplay? I played this game on stream, so if you want to see my raw reactions, click the link in the description below. And as always, if you haven't left a like on the video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe and hit the bell if you're new. So without further ado, let's review our gameplay from this week. So I've been trying to get better with my Ashe gameplay. Ashe is really great. I really like playing her because she's a pretty mobile character, and I find that really valuable. I've been trying to get used to her timing and sensitivities and stuff, so I wanted to review some Ashe gameplay. So in this game, we're queued up with Mac and Soul Eater and Shin from our community. Shout out to you guys, appreciate the games, always a blast. And so King and Plexi are just randoms that we met. Going up against a Pharah, against 2 hit scans, so that should be good for us, but I don't believe it was, so we'll take a look. So right off the bat, I'm not really in a good position. Yeah, I want to be up here. Difficult because both hit scans are up here, but I want to, you know, get some good shots off here. This Ashe was good. I'm missing so many shots on her. The Pharah's hitting me. I'm 14 HP. I need to get back down towards my healers. I see that Mac's up there. I try and come back down to him, but I've lost high ground as a result. I should go back up to high ground here. There's a Pharah here. Okay, yeah, we went back up to high ground. That's good. Pharah's right in front of me. Missing some shots. It was just a 1v1 that I ended up losing and stuff. Hindsight, I believe that Mac was still probably up above, so perhaps I was out of his line of sight. The Moira's still on the ground here. Mac is down, but I actually don't know where he is. Mac, where are you at, dude? Where are you at? Oh, you're behind here, so he just didn't see me. I was still in his line of sight. Whoops, yeah, I'm still not good at controlling this. I just wasn't in his line of sight for him to see me. Perhaps, you know, the cart was in the way for him to actually heal me. What? No, he actually could see me. Okay, so he saw that I was critical and nothing, and I still died. That's just unlucky. I suppose tanks keeping them up is more important than DPS, so I understand it. I understand it. We ended up going down, but all is good. Oh, just a second too late, Mac. Good try, man. So we're running back. We got a good pick from our Kree. I run into a wall. Makes sense. Probably looking at my chat. I should be, you know, like using my flintlock to get back quicker here, and I'm not. Shin gets a great pick. Try and get some dynamite kills in there. Didn't get anyone. Back up on the high ground. That's good. Big pick on the Ashe. This Ashe was good this game as well. I was so confused as to how that did not get the Reaper who was wraithing over there. Let me go back and look at this really quickly. So they're all retreating back here, which is great. Got the Reaper wraithing right before he came out of the Wraith. Unlucky. Or else he would have been burning. You hate to see it. So trying to keep some high ground. They really don't have much to contest me on high ground except for their Ashe, to be honest with you. I need to not be peeking so far ahead here. I'm giving them really good angles to hit my body. And going up another hit scan. The hit scans are really good here. Bob slept. I shouldn't be on this low ground. I should not be on this low ground for this long. I should not have used my flintlock back there. I should have used it to get up to high ground. Unlucky, got the Ashe to 1. Started burning. I'm still on low ground. Get the flintlock to get up to high ground, Meg. And that's why you died, because you're just a low ground Andy.
It's time to stop, okay? No more.
And then they get the they get this point, I believe, here. So we need to get set up here before the fight starts. Try and find some sort of height. Try and find some sort of good angles. We're coming up close to a Bob. We got High Noon, Nano. They've got Grav, and that's about it that they're gonna have for this fight. So we definitely have the advantage going into this. I wasn't sure what the Ashe was doing. Did the Ashe think that they could get up there? Was getting some good lucky shots on their healers there for sure. Made them panic a little bit more. I hit that dynamite too early. It's something I really need to practice, is getting better range on the dynamite. I'm seeing this Reaper run around with Wraith. I know he's got to have his ult soon. That he's looking for a good place for us to be bunched up for him to use his ult. Shield's low. I really want to be breaking the shield, try and get some shots on their healers, but I'm, again, very exposed. I thought I could flintlock out of that. Couldn't. Just got really lucky. But then there's the Reaper ult, and they have a lot of coalescence there. So for all intents and purposes, we should have won this team fight. We had some good shots on their healers. We should have played it more aggressively, and we did not. We should have been pressuring their Reinhardt a little bit more, pressuring their healers. They were all bunched up together too. It shouldn't have been a fight that we lost. I believe my McCree had also used his ultimate. He's trying to find an angle for it, but but he died because he didn't realize he was gonna get shot through the piles of hay, which it's just piles of hay, dude. Like, you're gonna get shot through that. If you see Reaper running around looking to try and get us all grouped up so he can ult, your stun will stun him out of that, man. Just get ready for it. He should have popped that so much sooner. Unlucky. They get a res on Reaper here. That's pretty big. Pretty big for them. Our Ana's in trouble. Our Ryan's going in. But we got one last fight before the choke here. So I go and I try and take some good high ground. Try and get some angles on them. They obviously see me jumping up here most likely. Get some dynamite. Some big dynamite. Nice big pick on the Moira. That's huge. That's huge. Unlucky that our Ryan went down there. And then King had switched to Widow. I wasn't quite sure why the switch was needed to Widow. I felt like McCree was still a good pick, but trying to get some pop shots off. I'm close to Bob, so I was really just trying to hit the Zarya to build up Bob. We got Bob, so I believe I just kind of back away from it. I see the dynamite, try and stay away from it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay on this high ground or if I wanted to go up to the high ground where my Ana and my Widow were. Maybe like go across the platform as well. Wasn't sure why the Reaper was there. I shouldn't have reloaded there. I could have just secured the kill, but I didn't want to chase him down either and lose my high ground. But one thing I've noticed is that I'm really static in the high ground that I take. I need to be more dynamic in my positioning so they don't expect me to come back. When they come back, that I'm still going to be up here. That's pretty easy picks in that case. Missed my dynamite. You hate to see it. I should have used my Bob a lot earlier. If I had have used my Bob as soon as they were closer, I believe we could have won that fight. We had, again, a lot of ultimates that we just didn't use. I should have been using it here. I shouldn't have been throwing the dynamite. I should have just bobbed. I bobbed at the end because I knew I was going down and I still wanted to have one man out there, but it wasn't a good play on my part. But Bob picks too. Bob actually did something. Bob play of the games. You love to see it. And then our Mercy goes down, but we get some good picks. King's getting some good picks as Widow. You love to see it. We see the Bob here. I'm trying to get out of line of sight of this Bob, but still get some angles on him. Trying to get this Moira whiffing a ton of shots because my Ashe is scuffed, and we lose this fight. We lose this fight. I die here. I get meleeed. I get beat the fuck down. So we've got Shatter coming in. They've got Shatter. They've got Grab. We're going to have Sig ult as well. Guardian Angel. They're probably going to have Reaper ult here soon as well. So for an ult standpoint, they should win this fight. I was so confused on the layout of this map. I knew I did not want to be here. I was just trying to get out of here and back towards my team, and this Ashe just kept picking me because I just wasn't making good positioning placements. And no one was contesting on that corner, so that's why I came back up to here. I feel as though we just didn't have enough damage going out. I was trying to get their healers. I should have noticed the Reaper. I burn him, but I die. Unlucky. No one had called out that the Reaper was up top. I didn't know that he was up top with us. So, it's unlucky. And then my healer wasn't there with me as well. Probably went down. A big sig ult. I keep thinking this Ashe is just on my case. She's one. I really want to kill her. And then Reaper ult gets us, and they're gonna get this fight. I shouldn't have been standing where I was. I think that a better place for me to be standing would have been being up here. Might have been the better play, in my opinion. But they do cap this point, and then we move on to the next round. So we're running a similar comp here. We don't have a Moira anymore. We have Mac on the Mercy. We have Plexi on the Ana. King went to Pharah, which is interesting because they had hit scan. They have a Genji on the other team as well. Wouldn't have guessed that. I see that he's deflecting. I shoot anyways. Just one shot. But I shouldn't have been shooting at it. Try and get a dynamite. Get the Rhine burning, which is big. Trying to stay behind in my shield, but also trying to get up onto this high ground here. This Reaper was in our back line. Really need to be punishing him. And I hear the Genji to my right, so I just dynamite him. But we should have been able to get that Reaper there as well. Waiting for my flintlock to come back up. Get a nice shot on the Reaper. Just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. I see the Ana. I'm trying to pressure the Ana as much as I can. Dynamite her. And then the Zarya's pushing me. We got the Moira with our dynamite, which is great. Wanted to pressure the Rhine here. Zarya was the next biggest pick. I knew that. They were burning in there. And yes, I shouldn't be shooting at Zarya shield. I'm aware. I should not be. Ashe is behind me. Burner again. I should be on high ground. And I die because I'm not on high ground. And I realized that at the moment that I should not have been so low on the ground as well. So I'm thinking that we're gonna cap this here. I know that there's a couple of people on point. We got Pharah Mercy here. I see that Ryan's one, and so I bob. And then I get sniped out of the air. We pulled Reaper ult, but I really probably shouldn't have bobbed. I bobbed because there was two on my team there, and Ryan was one. I figured if we had gotten the Ryan, then it would have been worth it, but yeah. So then we try and group up. It was a bad bob. Someone in my chat also called it out, and yeah, true. Big true. And now we don't really have many ults.
Hello there.
I was looking at my chat, and I got fire strike to the face. Some good shots on the Ashe. Try and dynamite her. I get burning because I was so focused on trying to finish that Ashe. Taking the high ground here because I learned from last time. Pressuring the healers. I'm burning, but so is their Ana. I need to do something better when people come up that way. And then I get skill orbed! I get skill orbed, and so does Shin! You hate to see it! There's the skill orb coming in. Gets me. It's almost down. It's almost done. Nope. Just gets Shin the second before it dies. Unlucky. I was pretty upset here that our Pharah was holding on to ult for the last like 1 or 2 fights. I was thinking that we were gonna open up with it. But we've got some good ults here. We should win this. Again, I'm burning like an idiot. I know that there's a Reaper behind me. I hear him. Someone called it out too. Force the Wraith, which is great. Some people are burning big rocket barrage. Need to be focusing this Ryan. He's alone. Get him to burn. He's so low. Got him down. Back up onto the high ground I go. Focusing on this Zarya here. She looks to be pretty high charge. And then we start to get a little bit more on the point. I don't remember if they contest this or not. I think they do. Yeah, the Ashe is here. Couple good shots on her. Miss her out of the air. Focusing on the Moira next. Moira's one. I tried to dynamite her just a second too late though. Definitely need to be staying on the high ground here. Don't want to drop down. Don't drop down. That Ashe likes to use her flintlock just to get up in the air. It's crazy.
I'm like a bird, I'll only fly away.
Try and dynamite. Waiting for the Zarya bubble. Not shooting the Zarya bubble this time, which is great. Just a lot of shots that we're missing as well. Crucial shots. Our Ashe is scuffed, there's no doubt. Finally, we get to escort the payload. Just punching the wall out of my frustration because of how close that was. We've got Bob, we've got Shatter, and that's pretty much it that we're probably gonna have. They were 75, I just realized they were 75% to Pharah ult, and they switched to Widow. Interesting. So I see the Ashes up here. I see that they're on high ground too. And if I'm quite honest with you, this upcoming play is the reason why I think that we lost this game. So I see that this Ashe is on high ground, and immediately I think, okay, there's no one else here who can contest that high ground. I need to go and try and contest that high ground, which means that I'm going to be pushed away from my team. So I go on a little adventure and I get big punished for it. I try and flintlock up here. I should have just walked up these stairs and then flintlocked. So I'm taking so much time. Try to use this gosh darn elevator. I get lucky that there's a Reaper here and then I can do something. I force the Wraith, but then there's some big stuff going on. I see that he's here. I see that the Reaper was there. I was trying to get a headshot on him and time it perfectly, but there's that. That's the Reaper's up there, the Ashe is up there. They're holding high ground on us, and all of our team goes down here, and we only have a minute 43 left. I haven't used Bob, and I think this was a big part of why we had lost. If I had have been more towards my team and not trying to contest on this high ground, I think that we could have won this. I should not be trying to play the close game with the Reaper as well. And I feel like that's a really difficult thing for me to understand right now, is figuring out when I need to be taking high ground and when I need to be with my team. This Ashe was really exposed. So I try and get something early, try and pressure them from behind again. They woke up Bob, which is wild. I hear that the Reaper's behind me. I don't really care. I know Bob's putting in work and pressure right now. So I'm trying to burn people, trying to take some high ground, get a good shot on the Ashe. I try and finish her. Got her. Focusing on healers next. Burn the Zarya so my tanks can move forward a little bit more. Again, focusing on this Ana though. Get the pick on the Ana, which is big. Trying to get some high ground here as well. But also staying with my team as much as I can. I see that Reaper teleported. I was thinking that he had Reaper ult again. He didn't. He was only at 30%. But seeing a Reaper try and go up to high ground like that, to me, says that he's trying to flank behind. Try and get some people burning. Ashe is behind. Needed to get her. Got her, which is great. Trying to help my front line here, too. Got a good res. But a lot of my team has been going down. Mac went down here. We get grabbed. I know that my team's going down. We have 13 seconds to be pushing this. And this is where we lose it. I try and go grab the Mega. I'm the only one that can touch. My whole team's down. I try and touch, and then we lose this game. Hence why I think that one engagement was the reason why we had lost. If I had been more with my team, playing with my team, I think that this could have been very winnable. So coming into this last fight here, I also just wanted to get a bird's eye view of what exactly went wrong here. So I see that our tanks are a little bit forward. Our Ana is way too far forward. So is our Kree. They're moving back. Trying to get with payload. We got the Reaper up top. I think that there wasn't enough peel more than anything. Reaper's trying to pressure our back line, but he gets wraithed out. Our Ana is for some reason in this room, which isn't helping our tanks at all. She's getting chased down by this Reaper because she's out of position. This Ashe was right behind me, gets the pick on the Kree, and then goes down because they're on low ground. Again, this Ana is in here, not helping our tanks. And then our Mercy goes down, trying to help. But it was a combination of there not being enough peel, which should be on me to help try and peel and be more aware. But then our Ana spent way too much time in that room. You have no line of sight on anyone to heal, which I think was also a big reason why we lost this. So that's it for the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys saw anything in this VOD review that you think I could have done better, let me know in the comments below. I'm really trying to improve, so all tips are helpful. Yeah, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.